Ladies and gentlemen, I'm currently rank 1 in PvE for challenge rifts, rank 1 in PvP as well. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to show you both my PvE challenge rift run. I'm going to show you that first, where I do the full challenge rift 43 run. Then I'm going to show you my PvP build as well. Let's get going. The run is going to be using the following skills. I'm going to be using the following items: the Miracus helmet, the Parting Gifts, chest plate, but this can also be replaced with the backbone. Rotspur shoulders, these are pretty necessary for what I'm doing. Morningfoe destroyer, these can be replaced by the explode upon death pants, but I believe these are better. The Clots burst, which can be replaced by the command skeletons 10% damage in order to have better boss damage, which you'll see. And Baleful Trinity. I believe the majority of these items are fairly required for this. However, I could see the helmet being changed and the weapon being changed. The rest, maybe the legs being changed, but you'll lose a lot of damage on the boss, which is a big part of the run, which you will see in a moment. Here's how I play it, right? Run out into the rift. Here's the build. Put on the armor when I get close to these guys. Here's some melee guys. We're going to hope that these guys do not have exactly any range. Doesn't look like any range yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep kiting backwards at the moment. If I kite them too far, they're going to reset. So I'm going to kite till it seems like we have another good pack here, and I'm going to try to line myself up in a way where I can run past them, and I'm going to die because I ran into them. See if I can run around them. Thank God for the bone armor. Bone armor saved me there. You can see they're resetting, so that's why I'm kind of going back this way. I'm trying to get it where it's not too far out. And this is basically how these rifts go. I mean, they're really, really slow, and they are kiting back and forth. And this is why the bone wall instead of the armor, if you're really good at dodging, might be a little bit better. I actually end up eating hits every now and then, so I kind of need it. But there you go. That's how you do it. Okay, that's challenge rift 43, just like that. And then the reason I took the command skeleton archers is what you can do is once you actually get to that guy, like let's continue this run. This run's going decent enough that we can probably continue this here. Once you get actually to the boss, you can change either your bone armor or your curse or your grim scythe or whatever you really want to into the command archer's ability, which will give you a good amount of single target damage. So here we go, another group. Okay, let's go ahead and dot these guys down. We're losing some of them to the reset. Okay, potion up. Okay, explosions, please. There we go, and we're going to leave the yellow guy. It's going to take too long to kill the yellow guy because I don't have single target damage. I have AoE damage, plus running ahead hopefully is going to give us a better chance to get, what am I thinking here? A pylon? That's a dead end. Oh, don't want to get into a dead end. Oh, no. Luckily, we haven't been using any deaths yet, although I probably just jinxed myself with that. We got mage shooting at us, which is a problem. Armor's up. As much explosions as we can before everyone resets, please. There you go. We're actually doing pretty good time, to be honest, on the leaderboard. This is great time. We might want to kill these blue ones, though, because if we kill the blue, that might be enough. Oh, the blues mixed in with the gold, though, is the problem. You know what? We're going to run past them. We're going to try to get more normal minions. Because they could be part of this pack or something. There's too many yellows and everything. We need to kill normals. Oh, thank God we got a shrine. Oh, rise, I die. Unlucky. Okay, these might be enough. I'm not sure if these are enough to trigger the Rift Guardian or not, but we're going to try. There it is. So very quickly if we can, we need command skeletons, and we need that instead of Grim Scythe, because the scythe or the skeletons themselves will turn into corpses. Okay, it's Lasso, basically. It's the boss. Okay, and bone armor is going to help us a lot here. Immune to damage, then going for bone armor. Trying to move the skeletons out of the way. 1/5 of the way through it. Move skeletons out of the way. Explode that on top of him. Give the skeletons bone armor. Oh, I was going to give skeletons and myself bone armor. Now we lose a lot of DPS. I should have bone armored earlier. I saw the bone armor and I was waiting to get closer to the command skeletons, so I cost myself that death. That was a mistake. I moved him into the circle. Give him bone armor. Okay, we have ult now. Is that out of range? It's out of range, right? Oh no, we're hitting the ads. We need to not hit the ads with the ult. Oh no, oh no, oh no, armor! Oh no. Oh no, we're running out of time. We're halfway through. The single target damage needs to go higher. Being too much of a boomer and dying too much right now. Keeps killing my skeletons. Get them, boys. I mean, we're doing damage. It's just really slow. I think at this rate we'll still make it, but it's going to be like kind of close. I just gotta keep remembering to armor the. See, the skeletons are fighting the wrong guy. Like, why are they running all the way that way? Stop it, boys. Stop it. Oh no, that's 13 seconds. I need to figure out better single target damage moves. This could be a lot quicker, because we're losing so much time on this guy right here. He keeps dying. Keeps killing my archers. Oh no. At least the archers are giving them corpses, which is good. Gotta run through all these corpses. There's another corpse. Okay, got bone armor on the skeletons. I don't know if we're gonna make rank 1 or not. Maybe if I didn't die so many times. Might have a chance then. Too many ads. The ads are helping us with the DPS a little bit because we're getting corpses, but we need DPS the boss, boys. Where's all my skeletons? DPS the bot. Oh my god, dude, his reach is crazy. $14K, we're almost there. Okay, here's my PvE build. I'm using skeleton archers, I'm using bone wall, and then I'm using bone armor will grant me immunity. I'm also using bone armor duration, so my immunity and my knockback's even longer. I'm using poison on bone spear, and then I'm using the damage I'm taking by skeleton champions. Now, this isn't a 100% completed build. I will be changing this once I have different items, but for now, it's going to work. I'm going to put bone wall, bone spikes, the shield in here as well. Now, the last one, you can either do wraith form for extra defense, or if you do have those command skeleton builds, like I'm in here with the command archers, you can use command archers for more DPS instead of survivability as well. Now, here is my bone armor shield, which you can see how long it's going to last. And what this shield is going to do is stop me from being knocked up. And then instead, I'm going to be knocking people up with my spikes and my walls. Let me get into a PvP match and show you what this looks like. Okay, so I wasn't able to get in a match. I had to pull up some old footage. What I'm going to do is sort of commentate, and I just have to ignore the DM in the bottom blabbing to himself. The skills that we're using are the ones I recommended. These skills in particular are going to be used for one reason, which is constant CC. You're not really attempting to do damage and get kills as a Necromancer in PvP. Instead, what you're doing is lingering back in the pack, trying to knock people up with your Bone Wall and Bone Spikes. You're trying to give time to your team to either delay the enemy damage or to have damage be contributed by people on your team. You're going to use bone armor and get into a party with people as soon as you can in the match. As soon as the match starts, keep in mind that shields cannot be applied if they're not in your party, so you need to actually have people in your party in order for them to be able to apply. It's pretty much that simple, okay? Spend all of your time knocking up people, canceling things like Whirlwind CC. You can cancel channels by knocking people up. You can use your Bone Spikes to get a stun. And keep in mind, Ship to the Stone Flesh does work with these type of stuns. So when you're doing your builds, you can put that in as well. And you can see I'm not really trying to get a lot of damage in. I'm just trying to knock back and be annoying. And that's pretty much how I play all of my matches. This also doubles down if you're on defense, because when you're on defense, just constantly CCing people is running down the clock. And I actually have won a good amount of games from actually stalling the game itself. One other addition to PvP is while you're playing the game, if you do get knocked through the floor of the game, make sure you go to your settings in the top right corner and click unstuck. That way you can unstuck. There is a glitch currently going on where you can get glitched into the floor quite easily. Okay, but in PvP, don't get baited into doing damage. You want to be a CC bot as the Necromancer. Those are the builds I'm currently using. I do really find those skill combinations to be quite effective, those item combinations to be quite effective. Let me know what build you're using in the comments, how far you've gotten. We'd love to hear it. Love y'all. Consider subscribing. Hit the red button if you want to help me out. We gained like 1,000 subs yesterday or something, so that's absolutely crazy. And thank you to each and every one of you. I'll see you in the game.